we're going to talk briefly about fair use. Now, fair use can be really, really tricky, especially on YouTube. And if you can avoid fair use, then you're likely to be better off doing so. Because even if you claim something under fair use, YouTube's content detection system is still going to find it, and it's still going to be flagged as a violation. You're going to have to appeal it and make the case that this does fall under fair use. Now, fair use is basically, it's a way for you to use a piece of work in order to comment on it or parody it. It's not a way for you to repurpose it for something else, and it is not a way for you to compete with the original work at all. Now, the unfortunate thing is that it's pretty wavy. It's the sort of thing that basically would be settled in a court of law, and it would come down to an individual situation. There's a lot of diverging case law on this sort of thing. Typically, there are some rumors that go around like, as long as you use less than 30 seconds, it's okay. It's not necessarily true. Or that as long as you don't monetize it, it's okay. And that's certainly not true. The issue is let me give you an example. If I were to post the Star Wars trilogy online as YouTube, on YouTube, and just not monetize it, then I'm taking money from, well, now Disney, and that's not covered under fair use whatsoever. If I were to use a short clip from Star Wars because I was talking about a particular scene and using it for reference, that would likely fall under fair use. But it would still probably get flagged, and it would be a real pain for me to put it up anyway. So it's probably best to avoid it if at all possible. My one real experience with kind of pushing the boundaries of fair use was when I released my We Saw Your Junk video, which is the largest video so far on my main channel. In that case, that was a parody, and the reason that it was okay was because it was a parody of that exact work. I could not take Seth's We Saw Your Boobs song and just make some one-off thing. The reason that it was appropriate is that it was a commentary on that original song itself. So and granted, I haven't been challenged on it. I don't think that the song was ever released, so I think it just hasn't been flagged. It still could at some point, and I could still be called out for it, and then I'd have to make the case that it falls under fair use. But that's basically what fair use is for, and if you want to play with it, you go ahead. It's a little bit risky. I do recommend that if you are considering using material and you're not sure whether or not it falls under fair use, that you do contact a lawyer or at least a friend of a lawyer. And whatever you do not take anything I say as legal advice, because for all you know, I may not know what I'm talking about. For all I know, I may not know what I'm talking about. I think I do. But either way, you shouldn't take the word of someone on the internet for verbatim truth, because not everything on the internet is true. This is turning into more of a vlog than a tip, so we're just going to end it now.